Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we're back with more Alliance Insight reveals, and here we come in with more Materiactor support. Really cool to see. I wasn't sure we were going to get more after last set, because like technically we had Materiactor cards prior to the stuff we got last set, so when we get Legacy support, a lot of times it's a one-shot deal, and then you just gotta make do with what you got. But it looks like even Konami's almost looking at it like it was a brand new archetype there, which is cool because we're getting follow-up here. It means it's also even possible we get another card or two in the next core set. So I like that because I think like they had a really cool wave last set, but I looked at it and I was like, I'm not sure it's all the way there, but they are cool. So hopefully this helps. We start off here with a normal monster, but it's a normal pendulum, which is actually really important. Looking at the way that the deck works, they have multiple effects that get you a normal monster, but, you know, the downside of normal monsters is they're bad, right? And so I guess one way to mitigate a normal monster being bad is make it a pendulum, because it can still be a normal monster that gets the deck all of its, like, bonus effects, except it also just gets actual effects for being a normal monster, which is really cool. So here we go. Let's start off here with our first guy. This is Prima Materiactor, so that's this guy. Can't even tell really what I'm looking at. I don't know where the face is on this thing. I really am not sure. He has just like 1,000 eyeballs, though. Cool. Anyway, looking at what this card's actual effects are. So, level 3, Light Dragon. Okay, it's a dragon. 0 attack, 0 defense, pendulum scale 1. Its pendulum effect says that the second effect for its pendulum effects is a hard once per turn. XYZ monsters you control gain attack equal to the number of Exceed materials attached to monsters on the field times 100. Okay, like that's not that important, but okay, you get a little buff. Second effect, you can target a Materiactor XYZ monster you control, attach this card to it as material, then draw one card. Okay, that's really nice. Okay, I mean, like, listen, it's not anything out of this world crazy, but for a card that just feels like it's going to be a mandatory brick to get full value off of what the engine does anyway, the fact that it is just probably going to draw you a card in most cases is pretty cool. So I'm down with that for sure. Even if you draw this, you can just get to Unexceed monster. You can just scale this and then just attach it to draw one. Cool. You get a bonus material. You get to draw for free and go from there. So I'll take it. Like, listen, for a deck that already had that requirement, that kind of hurts. That can only help. And the other new card we have here is a field spell. This is Materiactor Meltdown. That's this card here. Again, really having trouble being able to tell what's going on in this artwork, but sure. Alright, let's see. 3 effects here. The first effect says, when this card resolves, excavate the top 6 cards of your deck, and if you do, place them on top of the deck in any order. That has relevancy in the deck because I believe some of your Exceed monsters have the ability to like attach the top card of your deck to themselves, and then the whole gimmick of the deck is like you make these Exceed monsters, and whatever you have ways to attach generic cards to your Exceed monsters, and then your Exceed monsters is going to like add those cards back to your hand. So they basically have ways of searching like broken generic cards in a roundabout way. So this card being able to like stack the top of your deck and put the exact card you want out of those top 6 on top to be attached and then added is pretty nice. But that's not enough on its own to make this card good. Second effect, once per turn you can pay 1,500 life points to special summon a Materiactor XYZ monster from your X deck by using one level 3 normal monster you control as material. This is treated as an XYZ summon. Also, you cannot special summon for the X deck for the rest of the turn except XYZ monsters. Interesting. You do still have to, so this card itself does not do anything to... This card does not do anything to get you the normal monster, but if you can just get to a normal monster, this card can just plop one of your Exceeds on top of it, which is pretty good because like the new Exceed's pretty good, and even the old Exceed isn't that bad either. they both have utility. You do lock yourself into Exceeds, but I think the deck already had a card that locked you into Exceeds, so I don't think that's like the craziest, you know, I don't think that's like the worst effect there anyway. And then lastly, if an Exceed monster is XYZ summoned, you can attach the top card of your deck to one of your Materiactor Exceed monsters as material. So that's pretty nice as well. So not only does it let you like stack the top, if you get to an Exceed, it then gets you the attach from whatever card you wanted to stack on top. And if you can just get to a normal monster, which does open up some things. This deck is already rank 3 base, so even cards like Unexpected Die, and I guess if you're even going to mention Unexpected Die, you have to mention the Primite engine, because it's kind of a newer, better way to use an Unexpected Die engine with more utility, more bonuses. So that's cool, right? Just being able to use Primite. Primite cards can just summon your new guy straight out of the deck. If you open it with the field spell, you're going to be able to just complete straight rank up and get an extra attach for exactly whatever you want. That's pretty good. I think there's actually some pretty good utility there. Of course. So that's cool. Do these cards like blow me away? Not necessarily. Not necessarily, but for the way the deck has already been constructed, these are nice additions to the deck, for sure. My only downside with the field spell is it's just like, it's not a card that does anything on its own, right? That's the tough part, is that it is not a starter card. So like opening this card by yourself like does nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that's definitely something to be a little bit weary of. The normal monster feels just like nice. There are archetypes that like have effects like or that are designed like Materiactor that just don't have their own vanilla that makes them better. That like kind of helps them still get value out of having to play terrible bricks. I mean, you have like your Blue Eyes and your Dark Magicians and your Red Eyes that all force you to play like the terrible vanillas. At least this deck who plays like makes you want to play vanillas at least has one that can draw you cards pretty easily and get extra materials on your Exceed monsters, so that helps work around it just a little bit. So interesting stuff. I don't know, I'm really not sure. This deck is so interesting, and I hope they get one more wave, because this feels like not quite enough to get them all the way there. But this engine is so cool that I like want one more wave to like hopefully pull them into a position where I'm like, ooh, that was it. That's the wave that like actually makes them a potential like playable threat, because I think they're close, but I'm not sure it's there all the way just yet. But there you go. That's 2 more Alliance Insight reveals. I think this brings us down to like 24 cards left in the set. And we're sitting at technically 17 days. Of course, they won't go all the way up till the last day, so it's probably more like 15 days, 24 cards. A lot of legacy support should be coming in the next couple, days or weeks, probably 2 weeks. We'll probably get a good amount of extra legacy support shown off here. Hope there's cool stuff. There could be one more like brand new archetype as well. That's possible too, but I'm curious where they go with it. So I'll bring you anything news-wise as it comes. So subscribe to the channel for anything like that further down the line, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.